Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. So, as promised, we got our solid state device run by M.P.H transistor from Japan. Very cool. Toshiba transistor. And we got the solid state device hooked up to the power supply and the cap bank. And the cap bank is hooked up to the battery that we're charging. All right, we're set to 433 hertz, so it's on right now. We're set. I'm gonna turn on the power. We're gonna watch this number go up. We're just gonna turn it up a little bit. Whoa. 3 volts. Pulling 700 milliamps at 3 volts. And that's because our Litz wire coil is only like 25 turns, something like that. It's very small. So we got clearance up to 12 volts, so I'm just putting in a little bit more juice. And I think with it charging like that, if I like turn it off right now, it'll go all the way back down to where I started pretty much. But if you keep using this and doing this, it'll revitalize the battery. But here, let's turn it off, turn it down. See how far it goes back down. There was only a few seconds though that we were running it for, so. Yeah, so there you see it, man. I mean, that is literally 438 volts of energy flowing through that coil right there. And we're just channeling it through the cap bank to the battery. All right, let's take a look at those lights when I turn the power on, the red lights on the cap bank. See if they go brighter. No? No, okay, but there is energy flowing through there. Because if you look at these ones, without any energy flowing through, they get really bright. Because the energy stalls out and it just stays in the light bulbs. Now, a cool thing might be to hook a pot up to a solid state device somehow. That might be interesting. Alright, so that's 12 volts. This is a 12 volt system. We got 1 amp being drawn, which is nice. 1.1. And we're charging up. I bet that would charge all the way up to 12 volts. Nice. I like it when things work, you know? So I got this new transistor that I'm trying to work with, and it's not working the way I want it to. I did want to get it functioning though, because it's 10 transistors. It's just an MPN that functions unlike, any other MPN that I worked with so far. There's amps being drawn when the may all be blown, as far as I know. But there's definitely amps being drawn when they're not supposed to be being drawn, like before you start the device. You just turn the power on, you haven't started your device yet. See, usually to start your device, you either have to spin the wheel or turn on your signal generator, one of the two. You can have the power on before you do that, and no amps should show on whatever you're measuring your amps with. You shouldn't get any response from your wheel. So like if you just plug in the power and then it starts moving, that's not right. That's not good. That means your transistor is not functioning properly. I believe that solid state is going to be the way to go for generation. For generating, I think solid state's going to be the way to go, man. Way more per volt, you get way more energy out from a solid state device. But see, like, you know, any other device, if you take away the power that you initially start with, it goes back down to where it started at. You know, as long as the spark is not part of your initial equation, that all that might work. But as long as the spark is, or ever was, part of your equation, you can't take it out. You cannot remove it unless it's properly compensated for. And that's what I keep saying, and I don't think people understand exactly what that means. Because you're not getting all that motion that's going above and beyond without your spark. You're not getting it. So you can't really take it away, or all that motion goes away. All that interaction, all that power goes away. It just goes away. Now, I've been working more and more with batteries. Batteries are a little different. I need to get amp meters for my batteries. And then we can start playing around with batteries. But as for like, you know, power supply, things like that, I forgot exactly what the point of what I was talking about was. But thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye now.